Hi, it's Jillian Gordon with Beauty Launchpad. We're at ICA's Fall Atelier, and I'm standing with Aquage's Luis Alvarez. How are you, Luis?
Good. Thank you. It's been such an amazing weekend. It was exciting from the moment the doors open until the very bitter end. I kind of closed things, I think. I'm the last one standing here now. But it was a really, really great event, and I've been part of Coiffures since 1980, so it's just a lot of great memories and some great friends here, so I'm honored to be here.
I know that you spoke about creating a cohesive collection today. You yourself are multi-talented, not just a very talented stylist and innovator, but also you do all your own photography. And what were some of the tips that you talked about today?
Well, first, thank you. I don't really believe in talent. I believe in hard work and determination. So I think if I was going to describe what I have is I'm relentless. So I just keep on working at things until I get it. But I have, for the last 10 years, been doing so many photo shoots, and what I like to recommend to stylists to do is the first step, which most visual artists fail to do this, but it's a reason why when they're making a movie, there's a screenplay, you must write some kind of a creative brief, a written creative brief that you can pass out to the rest of the team members so that everybody signs on the same thing, on the same page. I think that's really, really an amazing tip. The second thing is if you're going to spend your money on one thing and one thing only, beautiful models with great facial symmetry. We are so attracted to facial symmetry. It's not, a lot of times people think that it's fashion people are making political statements and all that, but absolutely not. They're just looking for great symmetry in the face. And when you have a girl that has those kind of features, it makes your work look so great. So that's number two. Number three, and most important, learn Photoshop, learn how to retouch. Because when you're looking at an image, unlike when you're looking, one individual looking at a show, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at your eyes, and nothing else, right? Because we're conversing. But when you look at an image, your eye goes all throughout the frame, and if there's a little distracting little element somewhere, something that might seem insignificant to you, a little hair out of place, or an earring that's not right. So with Photoshop, you can retouch and clean up an image so that your eye goes exactly where it should be. Those three are, I think, are the most important three hints that I could ever share with anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that for some, even including me, I'm an editor, Photoshop can be a little bit intimidating, but it seemed today that there's very basic moves that anybody can master.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I've always said this, that the technology part, Photoshop, cameras, definitely geeky guys that invented all that stuff. There were definitely no artists and absolutely no ladies, because ladies would never put all that mumbo jumbo that goes into the technology of creating pictures. But it really is just intimidating. The numbers and the math are intimidating. But for visual artists, the great thing about Photoshop is that everything's sliders and little things that you move around. And it's just a picture. So you make a duplicate of your picture, you save the original one, so you don't mess that one up. And then on the one you're working on, just move those sliders around. So you go, oh, what? I like that. That made the skin really nice. So you keep on doing things until you eventually get there. So I learned a lot. I taught myself a lot by experimenting. I have absolutely no fear of failure, none whatsoever. I embrace failure as my friend because that says, okay, don't do that again. So I say experiment. Do not be intimidated by the facade. It's just little sliders. Nobody gets cut. Nobody gets hurt. It's just little sliders you move on a computer. It's nothing.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Don't be afraid to experiment. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you have one of your beautiful models standing next to us today.
This is Joy, and Joy, if you can join us in the middle here.
Hi, Joy. How are you?
Joy has just incredible facial features, as you can see. She has beautiful eyes. Look towards the camera there. Her eyes are just breathtaking, and her hair is like an angel's hair. And we were doing a collection here where we were showing people how to do this very random, loose, organic kind of hair. So that's what the nature of this. But her eyes are so exquisite, very angelic, and we chose her for that. And she's just a really nice human being. I met her in Indianapolis and brought her to do the show with us. And she's a very quiet young lady, which I love. That way, there's no drama. I like models that don't throw any drama into the equation. And she's a really great hard worker. So we love her. We absolutely love her. And my team and I worked on all this. It was Dina Nicely that prepped all of the hair. She's an amazing, amazing artist. And Thomas Smalley did the makeup. Incredibly talented gentleman. There is no I in my team. It's all we. Images are collaborative efforts, and it takes the model, stylist, yes, the photographer, but there's so many other things, including the makeup. So we were just blessed to have her here with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
And do you get most of your inspiration from your models, would you say?
No, not really. I mean, I think by the time I get a model, she is a vehicle to make our work look fabulous, you know? Because at the end of the day, we're in the customer service business. So the model helps us to draw visual arrest to the image. So if something is very soft and organic, she has to portray that. So she's a collaborator. But my inspiration comes, believe it or not, from creative jams with my team. Education. That's where inspiration comes for us. As we work and as we train, you always come up with a magical phrase that I love, which is, what if? So we're doing something, we're all playing it, and all of a sudden you go, what if I, and then something always happens. Something magical always happens when you take that approach. So we get our inspiration as we are working in team jams over and over. We do that at our Masterclass Academy, which we do about 12 times a year, and our entire top team comes in. So as we're training people, we're also experimenting and pushing the boundaries at all time. So I think for me, I'm not one of those people that says, oh, I saw a flower and I was inspired. None of that. It's always working with the hair, and things all of a sudden come up. Now, I'm sure there are cultural references that come from your past, and maybe it was a flower way back there, but it's always about the hair for me, at least for me and my team.
Yeah. And I think it is for most people here at ICA. What is it about ICA that you really appreciate the most, would you say?
Well, I am, first of all, I'm a very proud hairdresser. I love being able to say that I'm a hairdresser, but I think our industry has gotten a bum rap sometimes. I mean, they make songs like, you know, Beauty School Dropout. I mean, it's embarrassing. And what I love about ICA is that I think it represents the most aspirational level that one can achieve in their industry. These are salons that are all successful, that are filled with employees that are top artists in their communities. They represent the best of our industry, and that to me is just a great aspirational message for everybody else. So I remember when I was a young man, and I used to see the Intercoiffure ads in magazines, you know, and I was like, wow, who are they? You know, what is that? It's like, you know, it's kind of like being part of this incredible community of people that are really flying at a high altitude. And the most important thing is that even though these are very successful people that are doing extremely well financially and have incredible business, they're all the nicest human beings in the world. So this is a place where it's kind of like a really friendly club. Yeah. You know, it's not like very exclusive. They're very inclusive. So everybody's welcome here, and it's just a great organization. I'm so proud to be part of it. Since 1980, I've been coming here every year. I love the Waldorf Astoria. I mean, it's just, you know, how cool can this place be? You know, it's with the history that it has. So just that in itself, that Intercoiffure chooses the Waldorf Astoria in New York City to hold their events. I mean, what else can you say after that? It's not the Holiday Inn, you know. It's just really an amazing class act, that organization.
Absolutely, and it's just been a spectacular event, and we're so happy that we got a chance to catch up with you, and thank you so much, Luis. We really appreciate it.
You and everybody at Launchpad. I mean, you guys really raised the bar. Your magazine is stellar, and it makes me proud to say I'm a hairdresser, and love all the collaborations that we've done together.
Well, we hope to collaborate more often. Thank you, Luis.
See you soon.
All right.